As you can see here, all the agents that are being developed as per the swarm spun up to review each of those documents. Today, I'm going to show you how I use Claude Code to save a property management company tens of thousands of dollars a year. To give you a little context of the task, this company needs to put their documents, which is a lot of different types of PDFs, into a industry specific webdam, that then sorts the documents. However, before that sorting begins, the company has to rename the document according to four different types so the webdam knows how to sort it. And these types include property codes, document description, document type, and then date. So here's an example of what the naming actually looks like. So you have property code, document description, then document type, and then the date. But somebody has to actually review each document to extract all that information to properly rename the file and then put it into the folder where the webdam extracts and puts it into the system. Now, the webdam provider has an AI tool that can do some of this document processing, but it's going to cost tens of thousands of dollars a year. So we thought, why not use Claude Code and subagents to do the review and the renaming of the folders and moving the documents once the renaming has been complete instead of paying the vendor. I'm going to show you on my computer the exact operation that we set up for them. And this is all built through natural language. So first, I'm using Claude Code in Cursor. And as you can see here, I've opened a folder. The folder matches exactly what you see here in my Finder. So initially, I thought there'd be one subagent to extract all four elements. But then to make it even faster, why not have a subagent to extract each? That decreases the potential for any hallucinations because that subagent will be only responsible and looking for one thing. Then we created a subagent for a confidence score and then a final subagent to rename the files. We added a confidence agent because of the variety of documents and PDFs that we're working with. As you saw, the handwritten notes, different document types, it's not always the same. And if there's any uncertainty, we need to ensure human review. Anything below an 80% confidence score from each of these subagents would then trigger a review. You can see here, if you have the name review in front of a file, that means it's a human that has to review it. So all the instructions of these agents were actually built in Claude Code just using natural language, where I explained what these agents are supposed to do. So initially we ran the process where each of these agents would extract information, then goes to the confidence agent, then goes to the renaming agent. And you can see the output here where it renamed the files. But then I got the idea, instead of processing these documents one at a time, why not create a swarm where all six of these agents would be reviewing each document at the same time? So that means for a group of 10 documents, there would be 40 agents. So each of the four would be working for each document all at once. Then there'd be 10 confidence agents. The documents would go through the 10 confidence agents. And then after that, all 10 would go through the renaming agents. The reason is, why not just have them work all at the same time to make the thing go even faster with the same accuracy? So right now I have 10 documents to be processed. It's supposed to, we'll be going to this test destination folder I just set up for this video. So in Claude Code, I'm actually in planning mode, so it won't execute anything until I actually give it the instructions to. And I'm actually going to copy this prompt I've already built, and you can see it right here. I want to review the PDFs inside the global capture test document, which is here, all 10 of them. And then I want the following agents to do the work: the property code extractor, document type extractor, document date extractor, description extractor. Then I want the results to be passed on to the confidence agent, which is here. And then I want the file renamer. Once it's passed to the confidence agent, go to the file renamer. Obviously, if the outcome of the confidence evaluator is below 80%, and in fact, 90% for any handwritten notes, the words review at the beginning of the file will be renamed. So I meant the words review will be put in front, similar as you can see here. So someone will be reviewing. So once all the work is complete, then we'll move it from the global capture folder into the destination folder. You can see the whole document processing plan. And then now let's just execute. As you can see here, all the agents that are being developed as per the swarm spun up to review each of those documents in parallel. By the way, I started this extraction at 12:20, and let's just see how long it takes to finish. It's finished doing the extraction for all 10 documents. Now it's spinning up the confidence evaluator agent to see the confidence score for all 10. So just to recap, these 10 full documents will then be moved automatically after the extraction and workflow into this test destination folder. Now you can see the confidence evaluator agent is done, and now it's moving into the file renamer agent for all 10 documents. And as you can see here, all the documents are now in the test destination folder and have been renamed according to property code, description, document type, and date. And then you can see here the review in front of the ones that the agents wanted there to be a human review because the confidence score was less than 80% or 90% for handwritten notes. And that took all of about, so it's 12:27. So we started about 12:20, 12:21. So that's about 7 minutes in total for 10 documents. And as you can see here, files that require review, files for ready for use, and the rationale of why certain files were needing to be reviewed. Now, I do have one additional little twist to this. So, what I was noticing previously is that because of some handwritten notes are very difficult to read PDFs, the base OCR PDF reader of Claude Code, I think it's SciPanda, wasn't there was a lot of reviews. So what I did is I actually created a skill. So I logged into created a Claude skill. I logged into Llama Cloud, created an account, used the API, and wrapped it in a skill. So actually, each of these agents, let's take a look at, say, the document type classifier here. There is a skill that I put in that if it cannot read if it fails to review the document or has a confidence score of under 70%, then it instead of using the default OCR, it actually uses a llama parse. And so it will use llama, and it's a skill here, as you can see, and it will use llama to do the review instead. And I've actually made it the default for any handwritten notes. If they see any handwritten in the actual document, then it will automatically use llama parse. Just a little twist to improve the credibility and accuracy of the whole process. So we provided this to the client and has been doing well so far, but there are some cons, right? When we gave the pros and cons to have them decide if they wanted to go this route. Obviously, one of the cons of this is it needed to be loaded into someone's computer, and it can't just, people just can't log into a SaaS tool and do this. Now, I did save it into GitHub, and so any changes could be saved. And luckily, we have a technical person in that company to help with those changes. And once we explained this whole process, it actually went very well for them. Also, because it's Claude Code, this thing needs to be reviewed and monitored, right? So there's still a lot of manual review oversight of this tool or this process instead of obviously using the vendor AI tool. But we believe this tool is probably as good, if not better, than what the vendor tool would have provided because we don't know what models or intelligent document processing this whole thing would have done. So anyway, just wanted to show you just a neat way to use Claude Code in a non-coding capacity or use case and the ability to use swarms. And you can see in 10 documents, it did it in about 7 minutes, do all that. Now, this company has to do about 100 of these every couple weeks. So you can see how fast they're able to do this now. It used to take them at least 1 or 2 days to complete the full 100. Now they can do this in probably less than an hour, less than 30, 40 minutes, depending how fast the processing takes.